Carling Cup action here at Ellen Road, and the shock news. That lad there, Jack Compton, has put Bradford City in the lead. It's 1-0 at the moment. We're going to join our commentators for the second half, Don Goodman and Daniel Mann.
Well, troubles for Leeds, but not really any latitude to change things. I mean, they've only got, of their 6 substitutes, 5 defenders and a goalkeeper. 2 of those defenders 17 years of age and 18 years of age, respectively. But there's plenty of time. He knows that his options are scant. With Billy Painter's knock that's keeping him out this evening, unable to play any sort of part. It is an important 45 minutes for Leeds United. They need to lift the mood, because obviously they were very unhappy after events at St Mary's, where Simon Grayson said it probably wouldn't get any worse than that.
Well, I think the good news for Leeds United is that it doesn't take much to lift these supporters. Very passionate, very vocal, very supportive of their team.
McCormack, lovely dummy, it's Lloyd Sam. Work an opening, and still he goes on. It's Clayton, it's Nunes! No mistake this time! And that's lifted the mood at Ellen Road. Ramon Nunes' first goal for Leeds United.
Well, it's well worked. And pivotal, absolutely pivotal, was Lloyd Sam. Really, really good footwork and good play. And this ball, he takes up an intelligent position. Good little over from McCormack, but he's got no right to end up where he actually does. Doesn't appeal for a penalty, just carries on. Good awareness from Clayton, and you can see Nunes trying to spoke about his right foot at half-time, the boys in the studio. That's why he wanted to get it on the right foot. It's a good strike. Oscar Janssen is going to be really, really disappointed, because he's so unlucky. Gets a good hand on that. Only hits the underside of the bar and down. And Leeds have done what they failed to do in the whole of the first half. They've actually put their superiority, put their stamp on the game, and they've said to Bradford City, we're better than you. And that's what they failed to do. They allowed Bradford to grow in confidence. They allowed Bradford to believe that they could beat them in this match. But they've had the perfect start to the second half.
A big moment for the Honduran. He did grab some goals at the tail end of last season when he was on loan at Scunthorpe, but his first since he arrived in this part of the world. Now Clayton, and you can sense the change in atmosphere. Wilson showing all his usual desire. Andy Lonergan. Taking the chance to be first choice in the Championship rather than the possibility to be Premier League cover, because he was training at Everton for a spell at the tail end of last season. Many expected him to link up with David Moyes again this year. He's a little unhappy, closed down well by Hansen.
I'm not really sure he wanted that throw-in to be taken by Ben Parker back to him. Put him under a little bit of pressure.
Moore. Sires looking to get there. Dealt with by Connolly. It's Mitchell. Not the ideal first half, the flip side at the start of this second.
I think if somebody would have told those fans there after 48, 49 minutes that the score would be 1-1, I think they'd have snatched your hand off, and that's the positive spin on it.
Absolutely. Well, already, well, they're certainly delighted now, the Leeds fans, that hope is returning.
Just like the first half, it was really important for Bradford to not concede in the first 20 minutes. It wasn't much longer than 20 seconds, was it?
25, to be precise. Williams up there. This is Branston. Keep Leeds boxed in. Clayton. Tidy play for Brown, and Nunez on the surge. Michael Brown can't quite measure it. Cormac chasing here, so Williams has got to be well aware of that.
Offside. He'll get a bonus. Steve Williams hadn't realised.
He might come into this season firing, given his exploits at the end of the last campaign, Ross McCormack. Certainly a player who looks like he needs a goal urgently.
Well, got one the games before the end of last season. Straight afterwards, you could see the difference in his confidence levels.
Here's Compton. He's certainly not lacking in confidence at the moment.
He really had one thing on his mind. That's what Bradford have done really well tonight. You know, picked up the bits, the second balls, the one that dropped down. Gets that onto that left foot. Try to bend it in the far corner, but just leaning back a bit.
It'll be a memorable night for him. Leeds have got themselves back on an even keel. This man playing a huge part in that. Lloyd Sam. Here's Michael Brown. Sam again. Parker. Brown. Clayton. McCormack trying to find a little space. It's Howson.
It's taken the shape, isn't it? Right from the kickoff. Bradford City on the back foot. And Clayton's looked sharp. Get Johnny Howson more involved, always bending wide. The pressure's building, you can feel it around this ground.
This time it's Flynn to try and put Lonergan under pressure. Sayers. Well, there's a possibility for Sayers!
That's close. He wants a corner, doesn't he? Just speaking, literally a couple of minutes ago I said this is what Bradford have done. They've got onto these kind of loose balls better than Leeds United. And Sayers does well. Angles against him. Prepared to pull the trigger, and he's not a million miles away. It's a good save, isn't it? A little touch from Andy Lonergan, and that's why he wanted the corner.
He didn't get the rewards he deserved there, the Leeds-born Bradford man. Classical scholar, no less. Has a degree in classics from Leeds University. Here's Sam. Brown. Connolly. Howson. Clayton. Nunez.
Bradford retreating. There's a bank of 5 midfielders in front of the bank of 4 defenders, and they're saying, go on, break us down if you can, Leeds.
Howson just putting the afterburners on, and Compton was lurking again. Crucial from Kisnorbo.
It's given the Bradford fans behind the goal something to shout about, hasn't it? They're still believing, still in this game, and it's just become a little more end-to-end in the last couple of minutes.
They seem to have recovered pretty swiftly from that blow of conceding so early in the second half. Well, one offside here against McCormack, but he's in, and the finish lacking. And Peter Jackson is absolutely furious on the touchline.
He is furious. He's saying he's a yard, 2 yards offside. He can't believe it, but was Ross McCormack in his own half? Oh, it's borderline. I think that's a striker getting the benefit of the doubt from the officials, but having got there, there's that little bit of a lack of belief that you spoke about a couple of minutes ago. I never really thought truly that he was going to score there.
It's really been nice to see him enjoying his football again, Ross McCormack. Here's Brown. Up to Nunez. McCormack. Right, Sam again. And a cut inside and cut a sway through that Bradford defence. Clayton. Howson. Fizzed into it. Sam. Howson.
Good wide play, isn't it, Lloyd Sam? A little bit like Mark Stewart. He pulls the ball into an area, a dangerous area. Clayton is getting more and more on that football. He's at the heart of all the good things Leeds do. Good ball by Sam. Howson arrives well, as he always does. It's a poor effort, really, by his own high standards.
Hansen. That's McCormack now for Howson. Trying to return the compliment. And Sam the other way. Here's Sayers. Threlfall. Towards Flynn. Michael Flynn! Astonishing goal! And Bradford City, amazingly, back in front at Ellen Road.
Well, I have to tell you, that is not a goal out of League Two. It's a goal out of the Premier League. Not just the strike, not just the run, but watch this ball from Threlfall. That is on a sixpence. Great control, great second touch, and what a strike that is. Absolutely stunning strike from Michael Flynn. It's the pace that beats Andy Lonergan. Fingers may be pointed at the goalkeeper, but it's ferociously hit, and it's a wonderful, wonderful goal.
Joyous scenes at one end of Ellen Road, but the rest of the ground absolutely dumbstruck by that. Well, Michael Flynn has hit some humdingers in his time with his right foot, but that with his left.
That is the surprise. Brave enough to take it on. You've got to be brave on your weaker side. Just pull the trigger, it may go into Rosette, but you know what? One time out of 100, it may well end up in the top corner. Top-class goal all round.
Well, he said they seem to recover pretty well from the disappointment of conceding, and it may get even better here. This is Sayers. Oh, just that heavy touch, and Lonergan was able to halt the Bradford charge.
Oh, look at that. Passion. Do they believe again? I think they do. This is another fella that has had a superb night. Again, he intercepts the pass, and he drives and he drives. That's the heavy touch. That's the heavy touch that allows Andy Lonergan to come out.
Well, he has certainly been one who has caught the eye. And listen to the noise.
You've got to enjoy it when you can. you're the poorer relations. They're certainly doing that. It's a bit of a concern, isn't it?
Well, he is one of their leading light stage sires, top scorer last season, as we mentioned.
He's been one of the pivotal players. Spoke about that second ball, spoke about the ball that breaks loose. More often than not, it's been him picking up that loose ball. And Bradford City will not want to see him leave the field.
Furious note-making for Simon Grayson. They are plotting changes, actually. There's certainly a couple for Leeds. As I mentioned before, the only outfield players they've got on the bench are all defenders. We've got Lee Brombury and Tom Lees there. So while Peter Jackson looks on in concern at Dave Sayers, at least is able to get back on his feet. The signs aren't particularly encouraging. Might be a little grateful for this lull in the Bradford momentum. And the question now is whether Simon Grayson is going to make the changes before the corner. He isn't. It's Howson who meets it. Flynn. He's going to take it on from anywhere now.
It was about 50 yards out, wasn't it, that one? We'll forgive him.
Well, we can cut him some slack. Andy O'Brien being withdrawn. Lee Bromby, another man who leads through and through, coming on. Well, the team that gave him his big break, in danger of breaking his heart. And Paul Connolly is also going to come off. That's Lee Bromby on, and Tom Lees, who's actually going to make his Leeds United debut here. Years of age. He's been out on loan. He won promotion with Bury last year from League Two. And we're going to see Dave Sayers withdrawn. Well, he's had a great night, but unfortunately it ends in pain.
It's a shame. Peter Jackson is livid because he wanted his midfielder to walk across the pitch, you can see, and just waste time. The team have got their noses in front. They didn't want him to walk behind the goal.
And there's a man who's played in the Carling Cup for Manchester United, Richie Jones. But, right where he's shown his quality, Dave Sayers, it's in a manner which he would not have wished, and nor would anyone wish it upon him.
It's a real shame. He's been outstanding.
His second season with Bradford, he won Player of the Year in his first, so he's become a favourite very quickly. What a situation. And it was threatening to get worse for Leeds, wasn't it?
The incident that has led to the injury came as a loose touch. He overran the ball, allowed Andy Lonergan to charge out, and the unfortunate collision has resulted in that. I just hope that's nothing too serious.
I wish him well. That was won back by Liam Moore. It's a free kick that's actually gone in Bradford's favour.
Branston going up again. It's a really positive move, isn't it? How often do you see it? Central defenders staying back.
Williams can certainly make his presence felt at set pieces as well. As Mitchell delivers, it is Williams who rises initially. It's Compton again. Stolen back by Michael Brown, and the break is on for Leeds here. It's McCormack. He's got Nunes one way, Sam the other. It's Nunes.
Well, once again, he wanted to get it on the right foot, didn't he? Let's give credit to the defender. But Nunes wanted to get it on his right foot, and he should learn the lesson of Michael Flynn, who took the gamble on his left foot. They've got a 3v2. If they work it right, they get a real good goal-scoring opportunity. But Nunes just loses his control because he wanted to get it clearly onto that favourite right foot.
It's painful for size. Medial ligament tweaked. It is just tweaked.
Look at that, Bradford. Who'd have thought it? 11 attempts. Dominating the on-target attempts as well.
Needs Siggy to put that right. It's Nunes. Oh, Branston is there, crucially. It's Sam. It's McCormack. Just can't get enough.
It's a couple of good situations for Leeds. Just haven't been able to capitalise. Bradford have got to be careful. Good movement. Branston takes no chances. Look at McCormack. He just can't quite get up high enough. It's agonisingly 2 or 3 inches too high for him.
Compton. Terrific play. It's Hansen. Won't get around Lee Bromby, and Lonergan comes to help his defender out. Oh, and a bit of afters. Well, we are in the white heat of White Rose County derby. And not wise for Lee Bromby to lash out like that inside his own penalty area.
He's a big physical lad, isn't he, James Hansen? I'm sure Lee Bromby getting involved here. Yes, Hansen has a little lunge at Lonergan, doesn't he? And falls down, but innocuous. Let's get on with it.
He's having to tidy up again, Stewart. Lonergan always finding himself under pressure when he's got the ball at his feet. Compton. Williams. Well, 3/4 of the way through this tie, and it is not going the way anybody expected. It's going the way that Bradford City supporters dreamt of rather than hoped for, I would imagine, realistically.
Peter Jackson be thrilled because this is a brand new team. Lots of new faces starting. You surely can't get the cohesion, get the togetherness that you want at this stage of the season, but you'd never guess that, would you, from tonight's performance? They look like they've been playing together for years.
Well, only 5 of the starting lineup were with the club last season. That tells you what sort of overhaul they've had to go through. There were a lot of quick fix loan signings last year. It was a bit of a patchwork squad. They've tried to avoid that, get a bit more of a sense of permanence about proceedings.
Leeds have got to be more patient than that, I have to say. Long ball straight through to the goalkeeper. There is plenty of time left in this football match for Leeds United to score. Get themselves back in it.
Well, if they can score a goal in 25 seconds, they can get one in 22 minutes, can't they? Again, Hansen looking to give Kisnorbo an awkward time, and it certainly was awkward for him.
My first impressions is the referee's got this right.
Howson. No pause for breath though at the moment. Leeds in dire need. It's Brown. Tom Lees. Bromby. Lloyd San. He's got help from Lees here. And it's useful. It's McCormack! And that is the way to hit back. How Ross McCormack needed that. How Leeds United needed that.
What a ball in. I'm not sure who was picking Ross McCormack up. It looks to me maybe like Steve Williams. Just maybe gets attracted towards the ball, but he's got him. Look at Williams, and as this goes up, he just gets attracted towards the ball and leaves Ross McCormack. It has to be a perfect ball, and it is, and he's not going to miss from there. It's another valiant effort from Janssen in the goal, isn't it? Flings himself, nearly gets it up and over the bar, but this was the penalty claim, because that's where it came from. As he gets the other side, I think he just stumbles over his own feet. The referee, I think, has got that right, but an absolutely fantastic cup tie.
And that's threatening for Lonergan. All the way from Robbie Threlfall.
A little puff of the cheeks, a shake of the head. This is a cross, don't worry about that, but it's a cross that turns into a very dangerous shot. Andy Lonergan has got to deal with it. Terrific cup tie we've had.
It's a long way from being over. As it stands, we'll go the distance, but both sides desperate to stave that off. Mitchell's corner, it's going to be pulled back. And it's a free kick against possibly Williams. Going to say, I saw Bradford in pre-season against Bolton. One of the big features was Williams getting on the end of real quality corners from Chris Mitchell. That is the situation. 2-2 at Ellen Road. Leeds have shown sufficient character and quality. Wonderful cross from Tom Lees for that second equaliser to peg Bradford back. Made a burst down this right side, but Finn came under pressure. This is Moore. Parker.
Still battling Bradford City. Still running the hearts out.
Peter Jackson brought his players back extra early this year because he was so concerned about the fitness levels he saw last season. We'll see if that pays dividends in what is to come. It's Richie Jones. Stewart. Block from Tom Lees. Two very important interventions in short order for the debutant.
Good defending. And Stewart has been a lively character. It's a good acquisition for Bradford City, doesn't it?
He's played in a cup final for Falkirk in Scotland, and to begin at the sharp end in Scottish football on the books of Celtic. Mitchell's delivery. Clayton got there. Again, it was Williams attacking that near post. He's wont to do. Flynn. Howson read that. Mitchell trying to tug him back, but Howson has launched it. Janssen improvising well.
It's very good goalkeeping. Fantastic starting position.
McCormack. Threlfall just in the nick of time. Lee Bromby. Sam. That's the message from the Leeds United supporters. Nunes trying to oblige. Here's Lloyd Sam. Oh, dangerous! And Nunes! For the first time, Leeds United lead. Bit of a mishap inside the Bradford City penalty box. And Nunes on hand to take advantage. And at last, Leeds have the advantage.
Wow, Oscar Janssen. I wonder, it's a shame. Is it his mistake? Doesn't really appear to be much danger there. But Lloyd Sam gets faced up and drives for the byline. It's what you want wingers to do. But it's the little touch from Guy Branston takes it away from Oscar Janssen's grasp. That little touch there, it is desperately unlucky from a Bradford City perspective. It's a crucial touch from the Bradford City skipper, and it's on a plate for Nunes. And they've turned it around. You see the relief.
Well, relief is the word, and desperate disappointment for Guy Branston and Bradford City. And what a cup tie this has been, though.
Amazing, hasn't it? Absolutely wonderful game we've had. It's not over yet. They go again.
McCormack. It's Richie Jones. For Tom Lees. Branston to win the header. Sam. Hanson up against Bromby, but Bromby is the winner. Hanson a little loose. Here's Compton. The man who started it all. It's a useful cross. Well, it will in the end curl away. Turn to feel the gloom.
They shouldn't be down, they should be proud. And they are proud. They're just going to try and rally their team for one last push. Doesn't matter what happens, they've covered themselves in glory tonight, Bradford City.
There's a cheap deal on Christmas hats at this time of the year. Certainly they've shown that there is a real platform to build on for this season, Bradford, after that torturous campaign last year.
Well, I have to say, standards have been set. Peter Jackson will accept nothing less than this. And if they reach these standards in League Two, you can bet your bottom dollar they'll be fighting at the top end of the table.
Well, we're going to see the second Bradford change of the evening, and that's Mark Stewart being withdrawn, who certainly has been hugely impressive as well. A huge contribution to that first goal. And a bit of a live wire coming on. In Niall Rodney, summer capture from Nottingham Forest.
He scored a few goals in pre-season.
Scored a brilliant goal against Bolton in a 4-1 defeat. Fantastic individual effort. Beat 3 defenders and curled it into the bottom corner.
I'm sure they'll accept him beating just 2 defenders and curling one into the bottom corner now.
It's throw forward. Bromby. Leeds just try and suck the life out of the game, or will they look for a little insurance of another goal?
I'd say the Leeds last season would have definitely gone for another goal because it was the only way they knew. It's them that have got the quandary now, haven't they? What do they do? All will be revealed. The one thing Bradford City have to do is keep putting them under that kind of pressure, keep closing them down, keep asking them questions. Can they keep that going for the full 90 minutes though? That's the question.
Certainly now Rodney adding a bit of freshness to use that to good effect. It's Branston, Compton, Brown, Sam, Tom Lees. Already with good reason to remember this night fondly. It's been a real emotional roller coaster following Leeds United, particularly in the last decade or so. Incredible story in every aspect.
Should we be surprised that we've seen goals tonight? 164 in 50 games involving Leeds United last season.
And McCormack.
One way or another, I'd be a little bit surprised if we don't see any more, because Bradford City have got to go for it. Flag stays down, borderline. He's now got that extra bit of confidence, hasn't he, to take that shot on tight angle.
Been that long ago that he would have been in contention along with Robert Snodgrass to feature in Scotland's game against Denmark tomorrow night. 7 caps for his country. That was neatly done. This is Howson. And evidence of that McCormack confidence there. This is Nunes. Patrick Hunting. Clayton. Brown. Forward by Bromby. Here's McCormack. Sneak play by Howson. And Lloyd Sam, and now Clayton. McCormack. And why not?
He's hungry for more now. He's off the mark for the season. That'll do him the world of good. Are there signs that Bradford just tiring a little bit, to do a lot of running, a lot of chasing?
A lot of emotional energy as well.
Yeah.
Treasured memories, whatever occurs in the next 8.5 minutes or so. This is Rodney. Moore in strongly. Keeper helping out Peter Jackson these days. Real wise heads there. Won't use the word old. Brown. Vicious ball to try and find Sam. Threlfall is there though for Bradford. He's certainly keen to carry the fight, but find the pass at the end of it. This is Sam. Parker. Nunes. Sam. Defiant chorus from the Bradford fans. Clayton. Parker.
Leeds are just happy to keep the ball. Bradford have sat deep. They've got 4 defenders marking 1 striker at the moment. They're probably not aware of that, but they need to be. And they need to push out, and they need to put some pressure on the ball. You can see there in your picture, 4 defenders in a line, not even any strikers there. It's almost like zonal marking.
It's Nunes, it's McCormack!
I think Peter Jackson seen enough. He's going to make a change here, but what they can't afford to do is sit back, Bradford, and that's what they're guilty of. Just there, inviting Leeds on.
Well, it's Chris Mitchell to come off, and that's Ross Hannah who is going to come on. Striker for a midfield player, Ross Hannah. Peter Jackson taking a punt on him. He was banging in goals for fun in the Evo Stick Premier Division with Matlock Town last season. Scored 52 in all competitions last year. A few clubs at a higher level sniffing around Ross Hannah. He was on the books of both Sheffield clubs as a younger man. Parker. Clayton. Brown. Bromby. Michael Brown again. Tom Lees. Not whipping too many better crosses than that one for the second goal in the rest of his Leeds United career.
Sensational, wasn't it? That's McCormack. Couldn't miss.
Sam.
They just can't get the ball at the minute, Bradford. Looking tired, and got every right to look tired at this stage.
Lloyd Sam. Johnny Howson. Nunes. Get it back. Howson. Brown. Clayton. To take aim. Now Nunes to pick up the pieces. McCormack. Oh, and Branston with a block.
It would be cruel, wouldn't it? Be cruel on Bradford if Leeds were to get another goal or two. But that's the way it's looking. It's an important block by the skipper. Showing Nunes into his left, but he still gets it on that right and picks out McCormack. The skipper saves the day.
Is he going to get the corner taken again? Bradford players not back the requisite distance. Here's Clayton. Now McCormack. Faced up by Hansen. He's worked the opening and he's warmed the hands of Janssen.
Well, that's 3-4 minutes shots in, isn't it? So Bradford just backing off a little bit. Works the space really well. He's got a really strong shot in that right foot.
And no, it's the same routine.
Well, Leeds aren't complaining. They've taken the short corner. Let's get on with it.
Leeds. Clayton. Out of Leeds keep ball, but it's Branston. More up than away. It's Flynn. I have to say, Ellen Rowe won't see too many better goals than Michael Flynn's in the coming weeks, but Ramon Nunes with two. The man who has ultimately, unless something happens in the next couple of minutes, made the difference. Be plenty of time for something to happen. It's more
they just need the ball. Bradford City, they can't really get any quality possession. It's been a good 7-8 minutes. It's been a valiant effort.
certainly had Leeds more than worried.
That would be an understatement.
is a win, a place in round 2, should they negotiate the final few minutes successfully. It's precisely what was required. That's Kisnorbo. Howson still full of energy, away by Branston. That's Bromby, Rodney. Williams, Jones. There'll be 5 minutes of added time. That will be confirmed very shortly. So there's more than a little hope for Bradford. Nice spell of possession in Leeds territory in the recent period of the game, but it doesn't last for long. There's confirmation. And it's real encouragement for the Bradford fans.
It's the response. Minutes to go. It's been a while since they've forged out any real opportunities. I'll put that down a little bit to tiredness.
Sam. Leeds feeling secure enough to give a youngster a debut very shortly. Seen Tom Lees take advantage of his opportunity. That's Charlie Taylor, 17-year-old. Drafted into the squad tonight with the international absences. Away by Williams. Brown. Nunez. Oh, Flynn a glimmer, but it'll run through to Howson. This is Brown. Tom Lees. Away by Moore. Hannah. Neat header for Rodney. Parker defending the situation. I thought that might be the cue for the change. Maybe they're just going to hold back a moment. Or not, as the case may be. And it's McCormack who's going to be withdrawn. Found the goal touch again, and you could see his confidence levels rise after that. A big moment for Charlie Taylor, but he's instantly got some defensive work to do. Flag up, Branston making his physical presence felt. Flynn stretching, Nunez still lurking. Threlfall. Flynn.
One last push. 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes to rekindle the fire. And try and send us to extra time. It's Moore. Kisnorbo with a little bit of the red stuff. Well, if that's spotted, then you can't continue. It's hurled in by Moore. It's Richie Jones. It's Flynn on his right foot.
One crackerjack strike. He was closed down. There wasn't a lot to aim for in his defence. I'm really surprised the referee doesn't give a free kick for that. Branston on Kisnorbo, but then comes under pressure.
right to be proud. If you're a supporter or a player or a manager of Bradford City.
It looks very much like it's taken a very, very cruel piece of luck to beat Bradford City. Cruel deflection.
A moment of misfortune for them, which Ramon Nunes was deeply grateful for. Rodney. Flynn. Compton again. Hammer, rather.
Yeah, just doesn't quite get the full connection that was looking for. I fear that's probably the last chance.
Well, wave of relief around Ellen Road as much as anything. Leeds United progressed to round 2 of the Carling Cup, but they were given a real scare by Bradford City, who led twice. And Simon Grayson did see his team come through in the end, courtesy of 2 goals from Ramon Nunes and 1 from Ross McCormack. Goal of the game came from Bradford's Michael Flynn, but it's not to be their night. Leeds are through. They've beaten Bradford by 3 goals to 2.